Hello everyone, welcome back to Angela's Aging Essentials. If this is your first time here, hello and welcome. My name is Angela. Today I'm sharing my favorite sunscreens of 2022 with you guys. I have four, well really five, but we're only counting one as one product because I have a tinted and a non-tinted. It's the same brand, pretty much identical, so we're just going to say four sunscreens. I have loved all four of these sunscreens the entire year. A couple of them I have reached for more than others, but all of these are great. We have drugstore, we have more type medical type sunscreens, a lot of affordable options. So let's just jump into this video. I'm going to start with my absolute favorite, and this is going to be the most expensive one. This comes in at around $38 for 1.7 ounces. This is by the brand Skinceuticals, and this is their Physical Fusion UV Defense Sunscreen. It has a little ball in there because this is meant to be shaken. I absolutely love this sunscreen. Now this is tinted, and for me, I really reach for a tinted sunscreen more often than a non-tinted, because for me, I can use a tinted sunscreen and get the coverage that I want. I am a sheer coverage, light coverage versus a medium or full coverage, and more times than not, using a tinted sunscreen, I don't even have to go for a foundation. I get what I want from this. You guys, this is a beautiful sunscreen. I have got so many of my girlfriends hooked on this. It is just so beautiful. A little bit goes a long ways, but of course you need to be wearing the adequate amount to get the coverage that the product tells you. This one being SPF of 50, the recommended amount is going to be of 1/4 of a teaspoon, regardless of what sunscreen that you use. A good rule of thumb is going to be 4 fingers. This one is a little bit more of a water viscosity, so you're not going to be able to put this on your fingertips. But what I do normally is to just put it on the top of my hand, about the size of a nickel, between a nickel and a quarter, and there you go. This is so beautiful. I'm going to show you guys the viscosity of this. So like I said, you can see on here, it's very, very watery. It's so beautiful. I think this is going to work very, very well if you have fair to a medium skin tone. It actually has these little spheres in it. It's their technology, and they bust. You don't know that they bust, but they really do bust on the skin, and they really do help to formulate and pair specifically to your skin tone. An absolute beautiful product. This is going to be a mixture between a matte and a dewy. For me, this is perfection because I do have oily skin. This never makes me look oily. I mean, it's formulated for all skin types. It's really going to help even out your skin tone. But of course, this is going to be just a tinted sunscreen. So if you were somebody who was looking for a medium to a full coverage, then you're going to want to use this, and of course use your foundation on top of it. But my favorite 2022 sunscreen, hands down, is this one right here by Skinceuticals. My next favorite is coming in at 1.7 ounces. This is under $15. A beautiful sunscreen. Again, this is going to be a tinted. I have 3 tinted and 2 non-tinted. But this is the CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen. I do have a video on this that I will add for you guys. This is an SPF of 30. And just like with all of CeraVe's products, they are going to give you that niacinamide and those ceramides. This is hydrating. This is so beautiful. That niacinamide is really going to help if you have acne-prone skin, and it also, if you have oily skin, it does a beautiful job at really helping to absorb any of that extra oil. It says this blends seamlessly into skin with a lightweight, non-greasy feel. I've said this before, I'll say it again. This does exactly what it claims that it's going to do. This is a titanium dioxide 5.5% and zinc oxide of 10%. I forgot to mention with this one is titanium dioxide 6% and zinc oxide of 5%. So very similar as far as the titanium dioxide percent. Now this one is a lot thicker than that Skinceuticals. But again, this is going to work absolutely beautiful if you have a fair to medium skin type. It is just so beautiful. It glides onto the skin. It does not settle in my fine lines and wrinkles. Again, for me, this gives me the most beautiful coverage. I would say this one is definitely more of a coverage than the Skinceuticals is. It's just very, very hydrating, absorbs into the skin really, really nicely. Does not feel heavy on the skin. It's just absolutely beautiful. So my number 2 is going to be the CeraVe Hydrating Mineral Sunscreen. Super affordable. It's going to give you that SPF coverage, and it's also going to really help to hydrate your skin. The next one is going to be a non-tinted. This is my favorite non-tinted sunscreen. I am obsessed with this stuff. I love it so very much. The days when I am really looking to wear foundation, I have an event, whatever, and I need extra coverage, this is always going to be the sunscreen that I go to. This is by the brand Rose Posay. This is their Ethelios Clear Skin Sunscreen, oil-free, won't cause breakouts. This is SPF of 60. It's their Dry Touch, and it is with the Cell Ox Shield, which is a little extra boost to protect your skin from UVA and UVB protection, and it also has antioxidants in it. Fragrance free. This has been tested on sensitive skin. Now this has your octocrylene 7%, your octosolate 5%. I know I'm killing these words. And the avobenzone 3% and homosolate 15%. I know I killed that, but this one is going to be that one that does not have the zinc oxide or the titanium dioxide. A beautiful sunscreen. There's no sunscreen that I have found that compares to this as far as the dry down. When it says Dry Touch, if you have not tried this, for the 1.7 ounce, this is under $20, and I definitely recommend trying this one because it will just leave you speechless. This has this very unique dry down to it, to where, you know, sometimes when people see products that say dry down or dry touch, they think of a matte, but this does not dry down matte. It's a very beautiful in-between of a matte and a dewy look. It gives you a beautiful in-between of both. I'll show you guys on my hand. Now, you know, this is a sunscreen that is not tinted, and as you guys can see, it really does not leave a white cast at all. Not at all. Absorbs into the skin so nicely. Coming in at number 3 is the Rose Posay SPF of 60, the Ethelios Clear Skin Sunscreen. Coming in at number 4 is going to be by the brand Dermatology. This is a medical grade skincare brand. This is the Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF of 44. This is 2.1 ounces, and this is around $25 to $28. Absolutely, hands down, a beautiful product. The packaging I love. I love that it comes out in a pump. This is one of those products that, you know, I like to leave out on my vanity because it's just sleek. It's really pretty. It has this rose gold type pump on it. This one has zinc oxide of 10% and a titanium dioxide of 5.5%. Now, it says on here, protect and also glow and prevent. And this is going to have those hydrating ingredients. It's got vitamin E, it's got glycerin, along with that SPF. So it's going to moisturize your skin, also giving your skin that SPF protection. This one definitely has a more of a dry down of a dewy glowy. If you are somebody who likes dewy glowy, then you would absolutely love this. This is one of my sunscreens that I reach for more in the summertime because I do have oily skin and it does leave a little bit of a glowy look. But I do find that I can just put this on, hit it with a little bit of translucent powder, and it really does to help dye down that extra glowiness because of my oily skin. A fabulous, fabulous sunscreen. This, again, is going to be perfect for all skin types. This is just a universal color, so if you have my skin tone, which is fair to medium, it's going to be absolutely perfection for you. Cannot say enough amazing things about this. Dermatology is definitely one of the brands that I found at the end of December 2020. Loved it for the past 2 years. Cannot say enough wonderful things about this brand. For this to be, you know, medical grade skincare, they really do pack a lot of amazing ingredients into their skincare, and a lot of them are really super affordable. Now, just like with anything, they have products, in my opinion, that are better than others. Those products carry a better price tag than their other products, but this is definitely one of their products that I have recommended, again, to a lot of my friends who have purchased this and loved it. Number 4, Dermatology Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF of 44. And number 5, last but certainly not least, again, is by Dermatology, and this is just their broad spectrum SPF of 45. Again, this is their Protect, Defend, and Prevent. Now, this has zinc oxide 12% and octanoxate 7.5%. This also has sodium hyaluronic, which is a sodium salt of hyaluronic acid, glycerin. So again, those beautiful emollients that are really going to moisturize your skin. Same packaging, you know, beautiful lid. I love that this is a pump. This one is super similar to the tinted. It just is not tinted. So again, this is going to absorb into the skin really, really nicely. It's very, very lightweight. It absorbs quickly into the skin. It's going to hydrate your skin while also protecting your skin against the harmful UV rays of the sun. Just a overall absolute beautiful SPF. This is another one of my favorites that I really like to reach for in the summertime. This one does leave just a little bit more of a white cast than the Rose Posay, but again, it does not take it but just a second to dry down. Just about all sunscreens that you use that are not tinted, for a minute or two till they get completely absorbed into the skin, are going to leave some type of white cast. This is just a hands down beautiful product. Love this so much. 1.7 ounces, and this one is right around the $20 mark. Love it so much. It was really hard for me to narrow this down because I can just look around my vanity and see 5 more sunscreens, but I did not want this video to take forever. I think any of these recommendations, which I will link all of these down in the description box, if you are looking for a sunscreen that is going to do its job, it is going to feel lightweight on the skin, then my tinted would be this one just because of the affordability. And if I'm going with one that is not going to be tinted, it is really going to be a hard battle between both of these. I think these both are so beautiful. Both of these have the very similar price tag, under $20, right at $20. I just don't think that you could go wrong with any of these sunscreens. Your sunscreen, in my opinion, is going to be your best product for AM, hands down, that you're going to be able to use. Sometimes I have, you know, shared AM skincare routines with you guys where I use 4 or 5 different products, but I always end my skincare routine with a sunscreen. Always. Your sunscreen is going to be your number one weapon that is really going to help your skin and prevent your skin from aging. It's It's going to also prevent you from skin cancer. So use your sunscreen. I have shared a lot of really great options with you guys. If you only use one product for your AM, let it be your sunscreen. Also, all of these sunscreens, I have used foundation on top of these. All of these pair beautifully, no matter what kind of skincare that I use, no matter if I use foundation or if I don't. I never get that pilly, bally, goopy, goppy mess with any of these sunscreens. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm in the process of trying to narrow down my favorite skincare products of 2022. Pray for me because it is a battle. I have so many that I want to share with you guys, but ain't nobody got time to sit and watch a video drag on and on and on. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Be watching for that skincare favorites, and we will see you in the next video.